Merry Christmas from Teacher Melissa. I've got a little bonus video for you today. I don't usually do this many in a week, but I got a great tip on a reward from a fellow YouTuber, Teacher Sandy. Hi, Teacher Sandy. I watched your great video on different rewards that you use, the baking, the ingredients, and the cookies and storing them up. That was so cute. But Teacher Sandy also mentioned using Christmas cards. So I thought, what a great idea. I am getting free, sturdy, full color, glittery props delivered to my mailbox several times a week, absolutely free. And so I decided to take advantage of them this week as I am expanding on my Christmas lessons. This is great for regulars. You've been talking about Christmas already. This is great for new students to you. This is great for all levels. So I'm going to show you a few ways I use it with different levels. So what I did today is I grabbed a number of cards that I had that had snowmen. So you can get a bunch of candy cards or whatever. You can think of a theme, and for this one I did snowmen. So each time a student got a star, I just gave them the snowman. So for a trial student, this is a very young trial student. What do you see? A snowman. Yes. Ooh. He is very cold. He has a hat. Good job. Okay, that's like for level 2, even a pre-VIP, just show them the card. You can make it very simple. And then you can do the same thing with each card as you go. Now, you can also extend with the exact same card for an older student. Maybe it's an upper level 2, maybe it's a lower level 3, and you want to point out different things. This is a scarf. What are these? These are buttons. What is his nose made out of? Yes, a carrot, and you can talk about that a little more. Now, I do a lot of upper level students, and so I was actually explaining to an upper level 4 student, 4, maybe a 5, I can't remember what he was this morning, but a regular of mine, and I was explaining just the concept that in this American holiday, family and friends exchange cards in the mail. And I get many cards from family and friends. He got very excited and ran and grabbed his VIP Kid workbook. And I have no idea if this was just for the regular lesson or if it was from a previous one that he had. I'm not real sure, but it was clearly his VIP Kid workbook. Wait a moment, teacher. And he flipped the pages and he opened it up to a page that explained how to make a greeting card. And he was showing me, take the paper, fold it in half, draw a picture, write a greeting inside. He was very excited to show me that. So these upper level students have some knowledge of that. And I was able to say yes. And from that point on, for my upper level students, I would show them the card and I would open it up and let them see it was a greeting card. And I held it up and let my students read what was printed on the card and what was written on the card. They really struggled with Mrs. Costello. Now, of course, they don't know my name is Costello, so I told them, that's me, I'm the teacher. This is from my student. But I'm thinking, my students have never seen the word Mr. or Mrs. We're teacher, Melissa. So that was an interesting thing. But they wanted to see what was in the card, so I was able to show them various cards, open it up, let them extend with reading and see what it said. And they really liked that. So you can do this theme where you're giving bunches of snowmen. I also did it just, here is for a younger. This is Christmas candy. Candy cane. Candy cane. Okay, my older student, look, it is shaped like a cane, like an old man uses a cane. Do you see? But it is candy only for Christmas. We only eat this candy for Christmas. And then I was able to open it up, let them see that it's a greeting card. I've got so many great themes for Christmas, and they're just glittery and picture. I mean, they're perfect. So we talked about cookies, Christmas cookies, and I said, "Oh, look, the star and the tree and the snowflake and the and the greeting card." So we talked about Christmas cookies. We get gifts for Christmas. I mean, look at that. Tons of course, there's glitter all over my desk, but tons of beautiful glitter looked much better even than now I love to give stars, so I my kids love my Christmas present star. But to be able to extend that great Christmas star that I had was something just so shiny and glittery and amazing. And I can show different kinds. This says rejoice. I told some of my students we also say season's greetings. And then I'll say happy holidays, the different greetings that we say from Christmas. So I was able to extend with that. And I can talk about the very fat man. They often call him Father Christmas. So I'll say, yes, Father Christmas. Don't tell them they're wrong. They're not wrong. That's just a different culture, says Father Christmas. I'll say yes. And then I whip out that American flag, stick it right on there and say, in America, we call him Santa. That I'm typing in the chat box. He is very fat. Now, I can go the whole route of telling the story. This is Santa. I've got this one card. This is Santa, very fat man. Ding, click the star. Next award. Santa brings gifts, presents. Good job. Ding, click the star. Santa has a sleigh. Ding. Santa has reindeer. Pull his sleigh. Ding. I can use one card and talk about the snow. I can tell the whole story of Santa Claus. I love to tell them Santa only brings gifts to good children. Children in America are very careful. They are not naughty at Christmas. And I'll tell that whole little story. Okay? So you can go through the whole thing. Now, I had a little trial student today. He's about 10. Could not read very well, but he's pretty good with conversation. But he was quiet and shy. The instant I held this card up, his eyes lit up, and he said, Rudolph. I have no idea how this student knew anything about Rudolph when he couldn't read English, but he was aware of that story. And so we had a great, just little conversation. So again, choose the card that you want to show for your student. I loved this one I got. I know those are earmuffs, but I'm going to draw a little cord hanging down on there, I think, and let it be my headphones. And this will be Teacher Melissa for winter. But I have so many. I will even occasionally, if it's an older student and we're talking about Christmas, I will just hold up a card and say joy to the world. And, the greeting inside is very innocuous. It's not a Christian. But it will say on here, and I will say, in America, many people go to church on Christmas. That's it. That's all I say. If they ask me questions, if not, I say nothing. But it is very nice to have these high quality, super glittery, shiny, ready-made props just delivered right to my door for free. So grab some of your Christmas cards and use them for your props this week on all levels, and your students will love them and will learn a lot about American culture. Happy holidays.